Are you ready? It's time for Same Sex Dialogue Podcast, where you'll hear the most entertaining discussions about gay topics, current events, and news. We speak our mind and nothing is off the table. Now, here are your hosts, K-Town and the super sexy fashion queen herself, Kim Style.
Hey guys, this is Kim Style and
this is K-Town. And we want to welcome you to episode 2 of Same Sex Dialogue Podcast.
And we have a great show for you guys today. If you have Facebook, you're definitely going to be feeling our pain today because we're going to list our top 10 pet peeves of Facebook and things that just really
get on our last nerve.
Wear us out. But first, we had a listener last week to, actually several listeners, but we're not going to have time to answer every question. But if you send us an email and give us a question, maybe we'll get to answer yours on air the next time.
Yeah, that'd be great.
You think so? Yeah.
Yes, anytime. Anybody.
Steve wrote us a little question that was directed towards me, so therefore I'm going to read it and then I'm going to answer it because actually this is a question I get asked often.
Really? I know you do.
Often. Really every time I go into a gay club.
Yeah, but you think they'd see me and they would know, but...
No, you would think they would see my feet. And no, drag queens don't have a size 5 foot. And 5 feet tall. Anyway, here's the question. Okay, he says, Dear Kim, it's not funny. This is really what happens to me. It's kind of a compliment, though, in a way, I guess. Dear Kim, congrats on your new podcast and YouTube channel. It's about time, LOL. I've seen you out and about throughout the years doing fashion shows and many other events for gay pride. My friends and I have always wondered, but didn't have the balls to ask you, were you born a female or are you a drag queen? No shade, Steve. You're laughing. This is, I would say, if I had $1 for every time I've been asked this, I'd be rich at this point, actually.
I know.
But to answer your question, no shade, Steve. I was born female. I am female. Always will remain female. I'm all woman, head to toe, hair to toenail. I'm all woman.
And Steve, I'm not going to be with a man in a damn dress.
Thank you, No Shade Steve, for writing us that email.
Yeah, but it's like they don't, I know exactly why they look at you and question it because now gay men have evolved where they are so good at putting on makeup.
Absolutely, they are. I learned from their YouTube videos, absolutely, and my personal friends that are drag queens. I love
watching their videos.
Absolutely,
I mean, they're good. And
yeah.
So you don't see the average woman putting on makeup as good as they put it on. And, I mean, they really study it. So when they see you, you are perfection.
Yeah.
And so they think, that can't possibly be a real woman, which is sad to say.
And a compliment, actually.
Yeah,
that's a compliment when somebody says, are you a drag? They kind of tiptoed around me to say it. Like, I have a question for you. And I naturally, because it's been asked me so many times, I say, yes, I'm real, and yes, they are real. And yes, I'm real, no, they're not real.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
But you know what? This one guy, one night I was in a gay club, and the server came over and brought me a drink, and she said, this is from the guy at the bar. And I'm like, what? I'm in a gay bar. Mm-hmm. And so I took the drink, and I walked over to thank him, and I said, hey, thank you. And he said, I just want to tell you, I just moved to this town, and you're the first woman I've ever seen since I've moved here to actually apply her makeup correctly. And so I had to buy you a drink. I said, cheers, and I accept. Thanks for the compliment. And I used to actually get offended when somebody said, "Are you drag queen or a real woman. I get all offended.
Yeah.
But now it's actually a compliment. Hey, maybe I'll end up on RuPaul Drag Race.
You gotta be a man to do that.
I could probably pull it off, though.
Be an actual drag queen, baby. Hey, but I'm telling you, that's why they love you. Drag queens love you so much.
And I love
they
them.
epitomize you. They epitomize you, and they, when you go and you do shows or whatnot, they'll that one that was asking you, oh my God, how do you do you? Well, they had you cornered in your dressing room.
Yeah.
How do you do your makeup and
how you do your hair? How you walk
do.
in those heels? Before you ask a girl if she is drag queen or a real female, if she's 5 feet tall, weighs 105, and her shoes are 5 must be my magic number, and my shoes are a size 5, they're probably a real female.
Right.
But
I think looking at you, well, they've had work. They get work done. You know what I mean? They get, operations and things to make them to feminize their face.
Yeah.
But you, your feet are a dead giveaway. Your feet are tiny.
And my non-existing Adam's apple.
That's right. I don't understand it. But, it's not, to me, it's not anything derogatory.
It isn't. And at first, years ago when I first started being asked that, I was offended at first, and I thought, wait, that's a compliment. I love drag queens. I love the way they look. I love their hair. I love their makeup, everything, their style. So I just turned that around and thought, hey, that's a compliment.
Yeah.
There's not another lesbian up in this joint being asked this but me. So I'm complimented.
Yeah.
So thank you, No Shade Steve.
All right. So talk about our show that we're going to have today.
Our show, again, like I said,
it's going to be a doozy.
It's our personal top 10 pet peeves about Facebook. As a matter of fact, K-Town and we don't even have personal Facebook pages because of these 10 things we're going to talk about today.
We had to get off of it.
It was just more aggravation. Plus, it was taking time away from us, and we'd rather be making love than
than trying to just deal with some of the things that come along with having a personal account. We do, however, have an account associated with our podcast, of course, and you can always get in touch with us through that. We do have a Twitter account, and but this list here, I know everybody can relate to, right, babe?
I think so.
We have absolutely had fun laughing about people that do these things, and we're getting ready to name them for you now.
Okay.
So
we're going to start out with, I thank God, kudos to, we can now legally get married. However, we've seen people, how long's it been legal? A few months?
Yeah.
A few months. Maybe 5 months.
Yeah, I think in June it legalized.
And K-Town and I have been together, like we said last time.
4 years.
A little over 4 years now, going on 4.5 years. And we are not legally married, but we're going to be married next year. We've seen several people go in and out of relationships basically on a weekly basis.
Yes, so number 10 is people that get married just because
it's legal. Okay? And these are the same people that we've laughed about because it's almost like they have a quote-unquote new soulmate on a weekly basis.
Yes. And so, these, the people that do this, it's like they just do things on a whim. It's just like, I just want to,
Yeah, just because it's legal, let's get married. Oh, as a matter of fact, this is good. I didn't tell you about this.
What?
I train the general manager of WBR.
Right.
I'm a personal trainer for you guys that don't know. Have been for years. Teach nutrition, teach fitness, blah, 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 weight training. One of my clients and his wife I've trained for years.
Yes.
They're like family to me. But he said the day that it became legal nationwide,
yes,
the first, there were 2 guys.
Yes.
in line. They want to be the very first ones in this town to become legally married.
Yeah,
okay. He put that in a file for his employees to follow up 1 year later.
Right. Okay.
What's happening with this gay couple a year from now?
Right.
Because they were such in a hurry to get married because it's quote unquote legal.
Right.
So, unfortunately, I hate to say it, but I hope it's not going to drive up the divorce rate.
Yeah.
You know, it's already so high in America, and because it's so easy to get married, it's so easy to get divorced. But just be sure you're making the right decision with the right person.
And just going and getting married just because it's
Don't
legal.
get married just because it's legal.
And then you get to just post it on Facebook, I'm married. It's just dumb.
And we really think that people have done that.
Yeah, it's just...
Especially some specific people that we know. We would not
name. Have when they are posting engagement rings and things like that on Facebook every other day.
Yep.
All right, so anyway, number 9. Do it.
Oh,
say it. Number 9 gets on my last nerve.
It's the duck lip pictures.
People, stop.
Stop with the duck lips. You either have lips or you don't. And it's just so stupid.
It is stupid. I get so sick.
And some people call it kissy face. It's duck lips. Stop with the duck lip photos.
It's every other photo you see on Facebook is somebody having their lips out like that.
Why do people do that? Why do girls do that?
I don't even know where
I know guys like you, quote unquote guys like you, don't do that. But I think girls that, you know what, they must really think they are cute that way.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a cute picture.
You've never done that. Never.
No, and I never will.
I've never done that, ever.
I do it to you, but I've never taken my pic. Some girls do the duck lips and do a selfie. So you know they'd be thinking they look good.
They do it all the time. You just stop doing that shit.
Yeah. It's a turnoff.
Yes,
it's a turnoff.
It really is. It really is. I hate that.
Yeah.
All right, so now number 9.
That was number 9. Yeah.
8.
Okay.
Number 8. Oh,
okay.
People,
number 8 is the grammar police.
The grammar police.
I have so much to say on this. Okay. I have so much to say. We don't even have time. But this is...
Just say
okay. If you're going to be a glamour police, please make sure that your grammar is on point.
Yes. How can you correct somebody's grammar when you're not spelling things right?
First of all, if you're not my grammar teacher, I think do people just think that they are that person? I actually, unfortunately, have a client / friend that is in my life right now that she thinks she is the grammar police.
Yeah.
And it's like she's on everybody's business wanting to correct their grammar. I'm like, that is not only rude, it's annoying.
Yeah, it is annoying. You know, if I wanted, I could say whatever I want. Mm-hmm. I've never, ever told someone it's pronounced this or it's pronounced this way. Who cares?
Yeah, who cares?
You're an adult. Who cares? To me, it's condescending.
Do you remember you and I, somebody said something on my Facebook account when we had personal Facebook pages, and she was like, well, actually, it's pronounced this way. First of all, I had never heard from this person. I had like 3,500 friends, and until something was said, you know, bad grammar on my page or whatever, that's when she wanted to hone in on grammar.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I don't even know you.
And who cares about you? And this is my page. And
yeah.
I can say whatever I want on. You know what I mean?
It's like people.
I'm pretty sure I lit her up.
Yeah, you did light her up. You absolutely did. You absolutely did.
I lit her up.
It's the same concept as when we go to dinner or something with friends, and they know what I do for a living. I teach nutrition, and I'm in the fitness industry. And they're like, "Oh, Kim, I know I shouldn't be eating this." I'm like, "I'm not monitoring your food intake because you're not paying me."
Right.
So I'm not worried about what you're eating.
Right.
But, you know, when it comes to you become my client and you're paying me to watch what you eat,
then
that's when we talk about what you're eating.
Right.
I don't monitor your food intake.
Just like you don't monitor somebody's grammar.
Right.
It's just crazy.
Right. Right. What's next, babe?
So number 7, what is that?
Let's see. Sending private messages when you're clearly in a relationship. Okay. What do you want to say about that?
Honey, I have never in my life seen anybody get so many private messages, inappropriate private messages.
And inappropriate pictures.
Yeah. Just people just don't care that you're in a relationship. They could care less.
They don't respect. They don't care. Exactly. And if you always put yourself in someone else's shoes, someone else's high heels, and would you want this happening to your spouse? Would you want this happening to your wife? No. Then don't do it. That's your sign. Here's your sign. Don't do it. Don't. Right. It's you're
right. You shouldn't do that.
Okay.
So, but you and I have seen just any and everybody.
I know.
I mean, some guys even try to bribe you with buying you shoes and
Chanel.
You went into a store to get some things done, and that employee found you on Facebook. I mean, it was just craziness.
It really is just crazy. I'm like,
which is another reason why we had to get off of it. But
that's right. I mean, oh my God, I love not having Facebook.
A personal account.
Love it. Yeah. I love not having personal Facebook pages.
Yes.
So
it's something else. I'm telling you what.
I'd rather spend time with you than spend time on Facebook, baby.
I love that. Thank you so much.
Honestly, you're welcome.
All right. So number 6. I'm telling you, if I see one more selfie,
it really works your nerves.
Yeah, it does. It does. I mean, morning, noon, and night. I'm going to take a picture of me laying in bed.
Why do people do that? Like, I look so good laying here. I think I'll take a selfie so everybody can see me laying in bed. What?
Just stop already.
Okay, can I just say...
What?
Even when I know I look good, I don't take a selfie.
I know you don't. You never do that. You have... We've been together 4 years. I've never seen you take a selfie. Maybe once.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah. And it's for your eyes only. Your eyes only.
But not to put on Facebook.
I never look at my ass and go, ooh, that looks good. I think everybody should see me in these jeans. What?
I just don't understand why people do that. I really just don't understand.
Well, studies have shown the more selfies someone takes, the crazier they are.
You got to be kidding me.
No, it's in studies. I've read them, and I won't even tell you who came to mind because I don't want to give her any props. But so there.
That's everybody on Instagram.
Exactly.
All right, that's funny.
It's funny. Let's see. Tamar Braxton on The Real called that something. Let's see, Insta-tension. It should be called Insta-tension, not Instagram. I love it.
It is.
I love it.
That's all it is bringing... You want attention. That's all it is.
Absolutely.
Just
my ass looks good today. I'm going to take a picture and let everybody see it.
Yeah.
Who does that? What's next, baby, on our list?
So the next one is... Oh, how aggravating is this one? People taking your status personally.
Okay. Coco Chanel, I love her. Yes. I love anything Chanel, by the way. But she said, one of her famous quotes was, I don't worry about, what was it? I don't think about how much I think about you.
She said, I don't... let me think of. I have to think of something about.
I don't think about you at all.
Yeah, I don't care what you think about me. I don't think about you at all.
Yes,
that's exactly what she said.
So if I post a status or did when I had Facebook, it was so funny how many people would inbox me and say, was that about me? Were you talking about me,
Are
Kim?
you mad at me for something?
Are you mad at me? What? No.
I was even thinking about your ass.
Why? I've never
thinking about you.
Okay, can I just say the only status I've ever taken personal was yours?
Yes. And rightfully so.
Yeah.
You know, you know what? I've had it myself where people would assume that my status was about them. I'm like, why in God's name am I explaining this to you? I'm not even thinking about you.
Exactly.
It's just
that's basically what Coco Chanel was saying. Yes. No, my status isn't about you. I'm not even thinking about you. Haven't in a while, actually. Oh, gosh. What's next?
The doozy. Well, one of the other doozies is passive-aggressive statuses.
Okay. If you have something to say to someone or about someone, you should say it to them.
Right.
Stop talking about karma. Stop talking about God's going to get you.
Yeah, I see people doing that all the time. It is just wears on my last nerve, honestly.
I'm the type of person, if I have beef with you, I call you up and say,
right.
this is the deal. Can we work it out or not? I'm not going to put a vague status about karma or...
You know who you are.
Yeah, you know. I hate that one.
You know who you are, and somebody's going to be.
I hate that one. You know who you are.
Yeah,
that's cowardly.
I can't stand people that think or they pretend to be your friend, and stop with your riddles and enigmas.
Exactly. A real friend will go to that friend.
That's right.
And say, "Hey, I don't like what you said the other day, or I didn't like that you shunned me, or
whatever
it was."
Bring it to them and quit.
Yeah.
Aggravating us with that.
Have enough love and respect for your friends to say it to them. You know what I think? I think with the issue that came up with my family. Mm-hmm. A few months ago, and one of my family members said, Kim, you were the only one that had the audacity and the gumption to just come to me and say what you wanted to say instead of talking amongst the family. Right.
That's
and I definitely didn't put anything on Facebook ever.
I know you didn't. You know what? And with that, we have never, ever aired out anything on Facebook about us.
Nor will we ever. We posted a picture of my rock that you bought me, but we're not going to. If we have a tiff or we have a disagreement, we're going to settle that in the home where it should be. We're not going to put it on Facebook and whatever. I hate it when people do that. I hate it when couples do that. I hate it.
It's just unnecessary, honestly. All right. So the next
this one's funny. We're going to have a blast with this one. Number 3
is...
All right. When people that find a different soulmate on a weekly basis. WTF. Yeah. Oh, but I'm in love again. Oh, that didn't work out, so I'm in love again. Oh, wait, this is the one. This is the love of my life. Oh, we're getting married. Oh, it's legal? Oh, I'm going to marry you then. What?
Oh, I'm done. Now I got a new me.
Oh, gosh. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. What about the quotes? The quotes.
Oh, here's what's funny.
I've been up, I've been down.
I've been pushed all around. But when you leave me... You effed up.
I'm so over that. We have had a ball looking at a particular person.
Yeah, very specific.
Names. Mm-mm. Her Facebook has been absolutely ridiculous with finding a new soulmate every week. It's just ridiculous.
Even when she was in a relationship... And she had been in the same relationship for a while. She posted one. I guess a lot of people were getting married because it was legal, and her significant other wasn't proposing. And she posted, okay, this is an issue that you would take up not on Facebook, Can we refer back to number 4, passive-aggressive statuses? So you want to say, this is not something you would put on Facebook. You would take this up at home.
Right.
Behind closed doors. But she put on Facebook one day, and she had been in this relationship maybe 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
And everybody around her was getting married.
Yes,
She was like, everybody's getting married. When's it my turn? When do I get to get married? Seriously? She thirsty.
She real thirsty.
Thirsty girl. Thirsty girl. She parched, baby. She parched.
I just couldn't believe we laughed.
Pathetic.
So hard,
That's pathetic.
It really is. It's sad. And guess what? She's still doing it to this day.
And she's still single. Well, kinda. Who knows? Who knows this week? She has a new soulmate. She'll have a new soulmate next week.
She's still doing it to this day.
Oh my God. Those are the people that
goodness.
make us look bad, unfortunately.
It really does.
And it makes like straight people or general population
honey,
not have faith in us.
Honey, we don't know whether she's gay or straight. She's gay one week and straight the next. And she's got kids, and it's just sad. She just... It's just ridiculous. Which leads us into number 2 is...
airing out your dirty laundry.
Dirty laundry, my gosh.
Okay, all right. All couples go through some stuff. I mean, it's apparent, right?
Yeah, everybody does.
Because you're two different people. You're not always going to see eye to eye on everything. You just can't. Everybody can't be like us, honey. But people want to put this crap on Facebook so everybody can read it. But here's the deal. When you go on Facebook and you're mad or you're upset or you're sad and you put stuff that's directed to your spouse or your significant other.
I'm getting a divorce.
Well,
I'm done. I've seen.
I know, but they forget everybody's reading their status. They forget everybody's reading it. And then that next day they've kissed and made up. Well, everybody over here has no respect for their relationship.
Right. Absolutely.
Because they've aired out their laundry. And they're like...
absolutely nailed it. Now, the respect for your relationship has gone out the window. Because of that silliness.
Yeah. You and I have never done that,
We've
ever.
Never done it. I'm proud
of course we've had disagreements. We are total opposite beings.
Yes, but nobody on Facebook has ever known anything different. But
nobody on any social media has not known anything but love.
As it should be.
Absolutely.
As it should be. So,
what's the next one, baby? What you got for us?
Now, number 1 is...
Oh, my goodness. I know you're going to have like a million things to say about this one.
Absolutely.
I saw you tormenting over this one thing.
Pissed off.
Go ahead.
Number 1 is how hard it is to actually completely cancel your Facebook account.
Mm-hmm. I saw you sweating it.
Hey, I was pissed.
You were sweating and cussing. I never saw you cuss this way before.
People, it is buried. You would think it would be right where you would actually just deactivate your, Facebook.
Well, this is beyond deactivating.
Yeah, that's right. Right, but
we deleted the accounts.
Right, we deleted. However, you would think that option would be right there where you would have the choice to just deactivate. You can go ahead and completely cancel. Wrong. I looked and looked and looked and looked and even searched for help. Couldn't find it, and we end up having to look at a YouTube
video on how to delete your dang Facebook account.
Yes. The comments on that video that I watched on how to delete your Facebook account.
Oh, you didn't tell me about this.
Priceless.
You didn't tell me about this.
People were like, I'm so sick of Facebook. They got you by the cojones.
I thought we were going to have to call Congress. I swear to God. I thought we were going to have to call the mayor. How are we going to get rid of this account?
I'm telling you, it's awful. And on top of that, it's not an immediate process where you think it would be immediate. Like, when I push delete, I mean for you to delete it right then.
Yeah.
They make you
it's total control.
2 weeks, and then they force you to download a file on your computer in case you want to come back.
That's crazy.
What is in that file?
That's crazy.
We'll never know. Who knows what kind of, I don't know. But it's aggravating that they force you to download a file and that they force you to wait 2 weeks before you actually cancel. And it's just aggravating when that happens. Mm-hmm. You should be able to just cancel your account and be done with it.
It's not like deactivating. It's a whole lot longer, bigger process.
Yeah.
I saw you sweating over it, and I was like, what? They really don't want you to delete your accounts.
No, they don't.
They want. It's okay if you want to deactivate for a few days or whatever,
but they
to
make deleting it completely.
It's almost impossible.
Yes, it is.
It's almost impossible.
It's just, it really made me very mad when I tried to do that. So
yeah, I know you were so angry, but I will tell you, if there are serious couples out there that are on Facebook, I highly recommend they get off.
Yes, I highly recommend it.
I mean, delete, not deactivate for a few days. Delete
it off
your account.
Mm-hmm. You and I have grown a lot closer,
and we have so much more time
with each
and we're
other.
not sitting together and we're on each other's phones looking at Facebook.
It's just ridiculous. I don't
care what you're eating. I don't care what you're eating for breakfast. I don't know. I don't need to see your English muffin every morning for breakfast.
You're so crazy. That's another thing we hate. Pictures of food. We don't know if we mentioned that, but I don't know why they do that.
It's the food paparazzi.
It is.
Why are 40-year-old moms out there taking pictures of their dinner or their lunch or their breakfast? I understand if you're a chef and your food is beautiful and that's what you do for a living. But I cook, and I love to cook. I cook on a daily basis. You know, I cook us some yummy food.
You do.
Have I one time ever took a picture of the food? I can throw out a 12-course meal.
You really can. You are an amazing cook, honey.
I have never once taken a picture of it.
You never have.
That's thirsty for a like and a comment.
Really is.
Hey, please pay attention to me.
I'm so parched. Please like my
parched.
food.
I'm parched.
Please
I'm
like
parched.
my food pic. They do that, and it is aggravating. But guys, we've had fun on this podcast. We hope that you enjoyed it. We're going to wrap it up by saying that our website is live now, and you can listen to this episode as well as our first episode, right, babe?
Mm-hmm.
And we'll be posting a picture of Kim's fly outfit that she has on right now. And if you guys have any questions about what she's wearing, feel free to ask.
And someone sent an email commenting on my sick, tricked out style.
Oh,
thank you so much, Jennifer.
But we've had fun, and we hope to see you guys next time. And thank you for joining Same Sex Dialogue.
All right. Tune in next time, and thank you for joining us today.
See you guys.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's the end of the show. Have a question or want to put your 2 cents in? Send us an email or follow us on Twitter. But don't forget to subscribe for future shows because, well, you're nosy, and that's a good thing. Now, you don't have to go home, but you do have to get the hell up out of here. Ciao, baby.